Hello everybody, and welcome back to some more blueprints. Today, we're going to be kind of seeing if we can find anything out about the core we found last time. I am not really sure what to do with it, but my first thought is that it might have to do with that spiral we saw on the inside of the lid of the rightmost box in the tunnel. I feel like, I don't know, those are both things to find pretty later on in the game, so I have a feeling that there's a chance they might be related. Whether that's true or not, I guess there's only one way to find out. With that, let's continue with day 163. Day 163. Still the blessing of the gardener, huh? Hello, Ari. Welcome back. Let's go indeed. Blueprints time. And the first thing I think I want to do is go down, grab the microchips, and look at that spiral pattern on top of the rightmost box once again. What's my goal? My goal now is to figure out what to do with that core we found last time. Will I achieve that goal today? Probably not. I almost wonder if I'll need to do like the cursed mode and the dare mode in order to get a full picture, but that might not be the case too. I'm really curious once I start doing the cursed mode and dare mode more, if there will be anything different when it comes to these like later on secrets. But then again, if this is something that Herbert S. Sinclair set up, then in theory, nothing. So here's the thing I'm thinking of, right? If the core is something that Herbert himself didn't know of, nothing that Herbert himself set up would give any clues as to how to solve the core. So it must be something older on the estate that like unlocks the like possibility of solving it, which is very interesting. It does narrow down like what it could be, man, because oh man, it could honestly be part of something in the like Orinda Aries castle that we can see through that little window that would like allow us to solve the core. I'm not entirely sure. But another possibility is that even though Herbert S. Sinclair might not know the like proper solution to the core, he could have set up puzzles related to the core himself, which is, you know, what this might be. Okay. So it does just kind of spiral outwards clockwise, huh? Starts by going up and ends kind of at the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4 loops. Interesting. Man, I really feel like this has something to do with the spiral of stars. I just don't know what yet. Ooh, another goal I could set for myself for this stream is trying to fully stock the pantry. That wouldn't be bad. Come on, courtyard. No courtyard. But maybe I can get the pantry experiment. No. What I should honestly do is set up a new experimental house, or sorry, set up a new, what is it called? Like subsections of experiments that can be allowed, and remove a crate from the tunnel, because I don't think that's been helping me too much after I got all the crates out of there already. Let's do this. Why not? Let's choose each time you eat an apple, whenever you draft a shop room. How many is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So which two should I remove? I'll remove whenever you draft a shop room. And I'll remove the archive floor plan, just to try to optimize things a little bit. I'm not sure if the spreading dirt is even good. I haven't actually successfully triggered that at all. I mean, I've triggered it, but when I did trigger it, it seems like nothing happened. But I'm not sure if that was just user error on my end or not. Oh, I didn't even realize that this was an option. Unsee one of the doors of the antechamber. Huh. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's fine. Oops. I was pressing enter instead of E. Alright. That should help things for next time. But as for now, continuing on. Maybe I need to have the pantry drafted in order to get the stock the pantry with fruit option. Not sure. Gift shop. Anything different about this place? No, still unable to purchase Dirigiblocks. One day. Huh. I never realized that these were clocks here. I always assumed that they were like plates or something. Well, good to know, I suppose. Interesting. Interesting. I'm not sure how much more this book has in store for me, given that I've solved quite a few of the like big puzzles. All he needed was to find a new clue. If he found a new clue, he'd know what to do. If he knew what to do, he'd likely tell you. For you looking for a new clue too. He had retraced his sketches and studied the files. Studied the files is interesting. Makes me think of like save files. Honestly, like, this might imply that like there's some hidden meaning in like doing the dared mode and cursed mode. Reviewed all his cases and gone through the piles of the evidence present and the precedence evident, and retraced his steps as it stretched on for miles. He had looked high and low in all of the rooms. He had searched every corner in each of the tombs. In this particular case, he had checked every space. If he found a new clue, he'd know what to do. He looked and he looked under beds and nooks. He questioned the maids, he questioned the cooks. It was already over when he spoke to the chauffeur who told him new clues were found only in books. So tome after tome that library loaned, and the books that he already owned, were searched from their covers all the way through. If he had a new clue, he'd know what to do. He changed all the letters and the lines that he found. He checked all the colors of the spines that were bound. He doubled the meaning of each seasonal greeting and found that the diction of each word was sound. He stayed up all night and studied the maps. He laid out the floor plans and measured the gaps. And if his directory was considered a trajectory, it was nothing short of a full mental lapse. A man obsessed in Cuckoo 2. They would say, as he would wander through, the best medicine is not yet evidence. If he found a new clue, he would know what to do. I guess this is, like, this page in particular, I'm not entirely sure I understand fully. The Cuckoo 2 thing, the first thing that comes to mind is that it's simply pointing to the two cuckoo clocks in the unedited version of a new clue, showing 1:15 and counterclockwise for Tor. But there might be something to do with the actual cuckoo clocks that I haven't been able to discover yet. But it seems like everything I try to do with those cuckoo clocks just doesn't work out. And the best medicine is not yet evidence. I also don't understand that fully. Having read this book so many times, having scoured over each of its cryptic lines, have you exhausted your search? Have you seen all the signs? Or perhaps there is something new, something overlooked but now in view. Have you finally found it? Could it really be true? If it's a new clue, you know what to do. Okay, this does trade for an upgrade disc, so let's try that. I'm not sure if I've read the descriptions of these outside rooms very much. Trading post. An outpost established on the outskirts of Mount Holly in the era before the New Realms. In the era before the New Realms, huh. This station allowed the frontiersmen and trappers of the mountains to trade goods and services with the estate, the locals, and one another. Interesting. Another interesting thing is that it looks like the rug that's in room 8 is in the art here, kind of behind the counter. But I can't see it from Simon's vantage point. It doesn't look like it's there because I can kind of like see under this little table here. Curious. Curious. One gold coin. Woohoo! Let's see if this upgrade disc just like allows me to upgrade the spare room again. I hope it's something different, but it might just be that I'm out of upgrades. Man, I feel like the den should have an upgrade though. Oh, courtyard. I've already upgraded the courtyard though, so I guess I could change it to one of these 3. So it is cycling through the ones I've already upgraded. So I think it is just like I've upgraded all the rooms I can upgrade. Wouldn't anything you have to draft constitute as a room? I do believe so. I think I'll stick with this 2 gem upgrade. I feel like that's the best one. Let's think for a bit. I think I'll go back down to where that spiral is and kind of look at this screenshot I have of the core, try to make sense of whether I can apply this spiral to the core or not. Oh my gosh. I swear I've been scared by that so many times. Actually, I can't even open this anymore. Unfortunate. I don't know why it glitches like this. It's kind of frustrating. But it's like if I exit this room and then re-enter, I can't interact with any of the lids anymore. But I think I remember how it was. It was just like a clockwise spiral going outwards. So if I did that, right, it would be Will Heat Joya Tape Slab Made Road Card Peak Sand Mail Date Head Well Legs Rock Toes Clay Safe. That's probably not what I'm supposed to do with it. The word that stands out the most to me is Joya. Just because, like, that's the only, like, name of the whole bunch. And there are also, like, a lot of, like, kind of rock-based things, like rock and slab and even clay. And all of those things make me think of the tomb. Will, huh? And then in the will, it did say that the angels kept the secrets of the family safe for many generations, which would include, right, Herbert's mother. So stuff in the tomb could, in theory, be like unchanged. So if Herbert's mother, I can't remember the name, but if she did set up like a puzzle in the tomb, it very well could still be there, and what we find in the tomb would be unchanged by, you know, Herbert himself. Then there's head, legs, hand, and toes. We've already drafted the outer room today, so there's too much to do in that regard. Yeah, let's go ahead and call it a day. And then on the next day, hopefully we can draft the tomb and kind of test some things out with this little note here. Day 164. Yeah, let's start by getting some dice just to ensure that we can draft the tomb. Spare Veranda is a very good starting room. Oh, I guess I also need to take a look at the music sheets again too, huh? Redraw. Here we go. Yes, all right. I will do that today then. So the first thing that like comes to mind, it's kind of a silly thought, but what if I'm just like, if I go from top to left to right, top to bottom, right? It says head, Joya, and then legs, hand, and toes. So I'm supposed to go to Joya and touch her head, and then legs, hands, and toes. Maybe? Don't think so. I do not think that is the answer. There's also the word maid, and there is a maid angel too, Milla. One other thought that I have is, I know in the boiler room there are those like grids, 4x4 grids with some of the tiles being darker than the others. The issue that I have with applying that is that I would be working with a 5x5 grid, so I need to like choose a corner to place the grid into, but it might be worth a shot. I have a feeling that isn't the solution though. I mean, that clock had an infinity sign on it, and the Draxus Angel also has an infinity, like, symbol. So I wonder if I'm supposed to find some place to use this key on the Draxus statue, or, like, maybe in the stained glass painting. It's worth a shot. What is that angel holding in its left hand? Or I guess it's right hand, I should say. Is it supposed to be a skull? I can't tell. Oh, it's holding the effigy, the cursed effigy. Huh. Well, that's interesting. I didn't notice that before. Almost makes me wonder what would happen if I took the cursed effigy down here. But in order to do that, I would need to go check the cursed effigy again. Which I could do. Very interesting. All these coffins are covered in stone slabs, right? Or rock slabs, I should say. Which are two of the words. So I guess this is a coffin, an unidentified coffin, I should say. Which makes me wonder if it is the coffin of Herbert's brother, or if it's like Herbert's mother. It seems to be fairly unmarked, though. Oh my gosh. For a split second, I was like, oh wait, it has to do with the candle holders. They're 5x5, but alas, they're 4x4. Let's try to draft all of the rooms with music notes this time, and actually screenshot all of them as I go. So I need the music room, I need the ballroom, I need the workshop, and I need the greenhouse. I might wait to do an experiment until I get the pantry. Oh, speaking of which. Come on, pantry experiment. Oh. So each time you draft a tomorrow room, unseal one of the antechamber doors. I wonder if that can also open up the final antechamber door leading to the 46th room. Ooh. This is actually pretty good. I should be able to do this into a green room and then get the greenhouse. Hopefully, at least. Actually, I'm not sure if you can even draft the greenhouse this way. Can you draft it from the secret door? I'm not sure. I suppose not. Did I eat bacon and eggs? Wait. I didn't know it was possible to draft the morning room without having eaten bacon and eggs. That is completely new to me. Yeah. Weird. Well, I'll take it. Well, I guess I can draft this one room to the right of the mechanarium. And then that's all that I'll be able to do, I'm pretty sure. It is unfortunate. Hey, but we get the ballroom at least. We can take a look at 2 more of the sheets of paper. And then the next one we can get the other ones. Let's take a screenshot of this. And then a screenshot of this. Under these stars, the dance is held. And to the floor we are compelled. The gowns glide on and music swells. And at the end, the clock strikes 12. What that means, only time can tell. 2 remain for one last dance and spin again around clock hands. And as they turn, a second chance to rise above the falling sands, the true time lost in past romance. Sands? As in, like, the sand, the second word of the core? So today we managed to find the music sheets in the workshop and the ballroom. Now we just need the music room and the greenhouse. I don't know why I always struggle finding the greenhouse, but I always do. Oh, I see. That would definitely help this game quite a bit. Day 165. My first thought when seeing it was that it had, like, several things that I thought related to the tomb, like Joya made slab rock. I think there were even vases in the tomb for the flowers. And so I thought it had something to do with the tomb. And I'm not asking for hints or anything. I'm just explaining what I'm thinking. But I honestly, looking at it, like, just at face value, it's very, very obscure what it's trying to get across. That's for sure. That is for sure. Let's try to get some good old greenhouse here. Come on. Ooh. Okay, good secret passage into a greenhouse. I think I will try to do that since I have a bunch of rerolls. Again, with the morning room. Very interesting. Here it is. Okay. Screenshotted. Trees found inside will never shade the gems that shine in night and rain. The clues you hold cannot be paid with gems nor coin, so toss away. These sheets you find a worthy trade. I'll toss away my gems at some point, but tossing away 25 gems right now is it's a little bit rough. Okay, so now I just need the music room, and then I can read all of the sheets together. Ooh, the boiler room is also something I want to do, because I thought that maybe these would have something to do with the message. But again, it's the issue of them being 4x4 on a 5x5 grid of words. I might as well look at them though. I'm guessing that doesn't have to do with this cipher. Come on, music room. Classroom actually wouldn't have been a bad choice because it would have given me a lot more redraws. I've got 2 redraws left here. Hey, okay. I know. Just need 2 more, which I honestly can't even get in this save because they're related to like starting new games, which, you know, is something that I'll probably do pretty soon because I need to try speed running a day and getting to room 46 in under an hour, and then I need to get to room 46 in dare mode and get to room 46 in curse mode, which seems like quite the challenges, huh? All right. Well, now we can read through all of these. First, let's just read through it, and then I will kind of start contemplating as to what each of these could mean. Find here within these first words sung the key you seek in major tongue, but half the sheets are missing from the 4 you hold, the rest far flung. A half note held is quite the pun. Among the scattered symphony, a message hidden beneath the keys, in bold words sung by you and me, a fractured note, an urgent plea, in bold words sung I do repeat. The ones of you who oft assume that you alone can solve this tune are likely going to get your due and all the rage that will ensue while working on this simple clue. While pages lined with melodies do hide the words we've come to seek, and from our choice among all these, we write down one that seems to be the loudest type with ink that bleeds. Then we have page 5, which is, trees found inside will never shade the gems that shine in night and rain. The clue you hold cannot be paid with gems nor coins, so toss away these sheets you find a worthy trade. Page 6 is, let me get to it. Under these stars the dance is held, and to the floor we are compelled. The gowns glide on, and music swells, and at the end the clock strikes 12. What that means, only time can tell. 2 remain for one last dance, and spin again around clock hands, and as they turn, a second chance to rise above the falling sands. To rise above the falling sands. The true time lost in past romance. Stones cut by hand and letters wrought do spell our secrets carved from thought. A message read is often lost among the bold words spoken soft. The note is read, the letter is not. So originally what I was doing, right, is when I first, in the demo, right, when I was reading through these, I think in the demo I found, oh boy, what was it that I found in the demo? There was one sheet of paper that I couldn't find. I think it was the ballroom one. Yeah, but I caught on to the thing with the bold words, which is first words on the sheets are true message, right? So that's what the bold words say. And then if we look at the first word on each sheet, it is find among the white trees under two stones. So, and that led me to the white trees by the campsite where I dug up the floor plan for the conservatory. But there, I still can't quite grasp it, but it does seem like there are instructions in, like, especially the ballroom ones. So let me read over it again. Find here within these first words song the key you seek in major tongue. But half the sheets are missing from the four you hold, the rest far flung. A half note held is quite the pun. I don't know much about sheet music, but what is the significance of this symbol here being repeated here as well? I don't know what that means. I think this is a bass clef, right? And there's a bass clef over this word here. And this over here, of course, is denoted in verse. Are there any repeated treble clefs that I should be looking for? Here's a treble clef repeated. Huh, interesting. Denoted in verse. So this is next to is bold. While work. Wait, so that's weird. Oh, interesting. I didn't realize this, but all of the music sheets have the exact same tune written on them. Huh. So what if I just look at the first word of the bottom line, maybe? A in while the... No, that probably isn't it. Half bold work loud sheets. The ones of you who oft assume that you alone can solve this tune are likely going to get your due and all the rage that will ensue while working on this simple clue. You solve it. I thought it might be effortless for you, but I'd like to share the clues we had for you anyways, if you don't mind. Go ahead. Guess I'm still confused as to what I solved. I see. The lady desires Lido fine to a work left fragmented, and so a Kessera. I don't know these words, so I'm probably mispronouncing them. A Kessera to finish what the composer had intended. Boldly they wrote lyrics which were then divided and etude to exhume a masterpiece with a finale buffa provided. I see. but I don't understand. Is that is this a clue as to what I'm supposed to look for? Oh, I'm so confused now. I already solved it. I see. Uh-huh. I feel like, huh. It's very interesting because especially the music sheet in the greenhouse, right? Which talks about you don't need gems or coins to toss it away is very interesting to me just because like that's what you need to do to like unlock the tomb of the eighth king, if that makes sense. Like raise the tomb up to reveal the clock. And then the music sheets in the ballroom in particular kind of almost like seem like I need to be there at midnight and something special will happen. So it's very interesting. I'm still wondering if there's still more to those than meets the eye, but I'm not entirely sure. Not entirely sure. Ah, I see, I see. Makes sense. Honestly, the music sheet puzzle to get the conservatory was definitely one of my favorite puzzles in this game, simply because it was quite a lot of fun to try to solve everything. Well, here's a thought that I have. Hearing that HQ from YouTube was able to understand the core problem within 10 minutes makes me think that like maybe I shouldn't be like searching the estate trying to find something to help decipher the code, but maybe I just need to spend a long time trying to like understand the method behind the code. This is also curious. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The other thing I can think of is Heat Joya, which made me think maybe I need to go over to Joya and use the burning lens somewhere, and something would happen. Granted, Joya does work with an oven to bake pizzas, so guess it wouldn't be too far off, huh? But then there's also the word made there. Oh boy. I could try to end the day by activating the Spiral of Stars. Alas, it was not meant to be. I did it. I mean, this Spiral of Stars has to be what's written on the top of the box. Add a word to Spiral of Stars, then gain 1 key and 1 gem for each rank reached, then lose 3 steps for each rank reached, then gain 1 coin for each day spent, and then lose 2 stars. If you have less than 40 steps, gain 1 random item from the showroom. If you have less than 20 steps, Open all antechamber doors and set your steps to 40. Also, your luck has been increased and you can no longer gain steps or gems or keys or gold, and your day will immediately end if you ever attempt to add another word to the Spiral of Stars. Well, that is interesting. I never thought of this before, but maybe all of the numbers in the Spiral of Stars has to do with like something. It might be a code in and of itself, right? 1 key and 1 gem, 3 steps, 1 coin, 2 stars, 41, 20, 40. I don't know. That probably isn't the case. Oh, but alas, I think that I'm gonna call it here for tonight. Oh my. Let me just move myself out of the way. Well, look at that. Never seen that before. Oh, this is really messed up. Oh no, okay. I see. It's not that messed up. I was thinking that like the text over here was supposed to be like part of this ending screen, but no, it's not supposed to be. All right. Well, thank you all so much for watching. I really appreciate you coming out to join. Oh, what all did I move here? Just that. If you enjoyed, feel free to join us for the actual streams on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays. And with that, I'll see you all later. Bye.